Have you ever wondered how many laws you're breaking in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2? Well, I have, so that's why I made it my mission to beat the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 story in entirety without breaking a single law. You might think this is impossible because you're already killing zombies, but it isn't. You see, in the sticker book description for Agent P, it says he has a license to kill, so apparently we're able to use Agent P for the plant side of the story. As for the zombie side, however, we'll worry about that later. Now let's get into some of these laws that we can't break. You might be thinking there's not that many, but there's actually a ton of laws. And some of these laws completely limit the characters we can even use. First law we cannot break is the use of illegal incendiary weapons. This is because whenever you use a fire weapon on your opponent, this is horrific suffering because they're basically burning to death. So we can't use any fire variants. It seems like I mixed up the order of these, but this one basically says we can't use any toxic weapons like toxic citron or even alien flower because of her spores. Number 3 is targeting and hurting medical personnel. So basically we cannot kill any scientists or sunflowers since they are medical personnel in the battlefield. Here we have booby traps disguised as food. This basically means we cannot use chili bean bomb, or really anything that resembles food that blows up and kills. Now, this one doesn't really make that much sense. It says weaponizing laser tech to cause permanent blindness. You can't really blind your enemies in this game, but I thought to include it. Alright, number 6 is using human shields. So this basically means we cannot use tall nuts or leaf shield weeds because they are alive. This one is basically unauthorized nuclear warfare, so we can't use big nukes, but bigger, better butter and butter barrage should still be fine. Here we have cannibalism and desecration of corpses. Like Chomper eating a zombie is basically like desecration of corpses because the zombies are undead. And that's still also kind of cannibalism because it's eating people. But Chomper's not a people, it's a plant. This also applies to the zombies eating humans because that's also cannibalism. Here we have catastrophic destruction of property and vandalism. This basically means we cannot break cars, trash cans, or anything destructible, so we'd have to be really careful. Possession and deployment of child kamikazes. This basically means we just can't use imp because he's technically a child. This also means we can't use imp punt or chili bean bomb as well. Here we have severe animal cruelty and illegal wildlife trafficking. This basically means we can't use any variants with animals on zoologist, Captain Squawk, or park ranger because that's kind of animal cruelty because they all use animals as guns. Here we have high trees and uncontrolled time distortion. This basically means we can't use Rose or Citron because they are time travelers, which is very unfortunate. Same thing for Rose's time snare ability too. Mass theft, piracy, and grave robbing. So this basically just means we can't use Deadbeard because he's a pirate and he steals money and stuff. So Deadbeard, all of his variants too are wiped off the slate. With all this out of the way, we can finally start. And if I ever make a mistake, let me know down in the comment section down below. But with all that said, let's get into it. Alright, the first mission we have to do is Grumpy Stumpy. If you don't know what this mission is, basically you have to walk over somewhere and go get this guy. He's like a Torchwood, but his name Grumpy Stumpy. And then you have to escort him past waves of zombies and then a boss fight, and then you win the mission, so this might be easy. We also have to be careful here because of destruction of property, so I'm trying not to hit anything else besides the zombies, because one shot is all it takes to ruin this challenge. You want to go ahead and stick to what I met Grumpy Stumpy. Alright, so we finally met Grumpy, so now we just gotta escort him. This should be very easy. Here, we've still got to be careful because we don't want to break it. This is a little bit boring too, just escorting him, so I'm going to skip to every fight that we have after this one, I guess, because one just started. Alright, here's another fight. And another. Here, I might just let Grumpy kill them. Alright, here's our next fight. Come on, Grumpy, hurry up and finish off the imp. You see, the reason I'm not attacking the imp is because the imp is a kid, and we can't do that here. Alright, finally, now we can finally start the final fight. And as you can see, we have to fight a Giga Gargantuar. There should also be some other zombies around we have to fight too. Gotta try my best not to use the bean bomb here because that's illegal. Alright, we got him. Now it's time to finish off the rest of these enemies to complete the mission. Well, I don't know if you've seen that, but I just broke that chair. You know what that means. We have to restart all over again. Alright, we're finally back to where we were.
Takes forever. Okay, yeah, thank you, Stump. Big Stump.
Let's make this quick so we can move on to the next mission.
Okay, we got him.
Alright, I don't think you guys want to see me finish off these last two zombies, so I'll go ahead and skip to after they're dead.
Now we gotta, this should be the end of the mission right here. We just gotta take him back home. And since he started walking over here by himself, chasing the AIs, he's actually really close there already. Yeah, there we go.
And with that, we have finally completed the Grumpy Stumpy mission after 2 tries. Let's go ahead and get on to the next one. The next mission is Secret Plan Shoes. And this mission is a garden ops mission, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we're not going to summon any Citrons because their beams are illegal, so we're just going to basically summon Agent Peas and Sunflowers, I guess, because that would be our best choice.
We can summon Sunflower, because no one's telling her to shoot. We can summon Agent P, and I think I'll summon another Sunflower. We can't use Fire Flower, obviously, or Alien Flower. We'll summon another Red Sunflower.
Alright, let's go ahead and raise this garden. I'll skip to when the wave actually starts.
We'll look out, because I think there might be scientists here. There's not really much you can break on here. Still want to be careful though, you never know.
And unfortunately, I didn't realize this until I after almost complete this, but we just killed those imps. And like I said earlier, the imps are kids, so we cannot do that. So it was soon come to my realization that we had to restart.
Oh my gosh. I just realized. I'm pretty sure killing those little imp zombies that blow up, I killed a couple of them. That would be killing kids. So I gotta restart this.
And of course, when I went back to record it, I forgot. So just believe me on this one that I actually beat it. Please.
Okay, I'm so sorry for not recording that second quest.
Our next mission is the Flag of Power, which should be really easy because it's just the Flag of Power. But we have to still be careful because there is stuff we can break.
We have to record this too. That sucks. Okay. Open my friendship reinforcement crate.
All we have to do for this one is break the crate, activate the flag, go through a few waves, and then we should be good.
Okay.
And of course the teammate we get to help us is Chomp Thing, which is actually illegal because he eats people, but we're not going to count it because we're not the one eating people.
Why are these weeds still here?
I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because this is really boring. I'm sure you've all seen the Flag of Power before. And this is when I unfortunately made a mistake. When I go to open the supply crate, I use P-galling and accidentally shoot the truck that is right next to it, which is destruction of property. So I would have to redo this all over again. Alright, now that we're back, let's go ahead and speed this up, because this is literally the same exact thing. That was way longer than you realize, but let's get on to the next mission. The next mission is Fireworks of the Ancients, which is another ops mission, so this is going to be fun. And here we're actually going to be trying out Sunflower, because Sunflower is a medic, and medics have the rights to defend themselves on the battlefield in real wars. So as long as we are defending ourselves, which we are, we should be able to play Sunflower, which is really useful because we are able to heal ourselves and our teammates, making this challenge a little bit easier.
I'm the medic. Because in real war,
we're also going to go ahead and choose the same team setup as last time. Here, I went ahead and skipped to when the wave actually started, so you don't have to wait for all that downtime. So over 30 seconds of downtime whenever you summon the garden for the first time. And like before, I'm going to speed this up, because Ops is actually grueling. And after all that time, even with it sped up, I finally did it. So, now let's move on to our final mission. And our final mission is called Boom Tombs. But unfortunately, it would soon come to my realization that this mission is impossible. Since we have to blow up the zombies' tombstones, this means this is destruction of property. So this mission is physically impossible to do since we are the ones blowing up the gravestones, and these are not our property since it is the zombies' property. So we can call off this mission as impossible. And that's going to do it for today's video, because I kind of want to do this in parts, because this took a while to do on its own. 5 missions may not seem like a lot, but they were sure time consuming with all the restarts I had to do. So if you want to see a part 2, like and subscribe, and it will really help the channel out a lot. Thank you for watching.